So this video is mainly going to be on how to fade. I always begin by separating the hair, the top from the bottom. In this case, this is always a horseshoe section, and you could take out the recession. My first step is going to be with this Slimline Pro, which is going to be balding out. And I'm going to bald out but keep it really low, and that's going to make this a low skin fade. So this is my first guide. Notice how I flip my clipper here, and now I'm going up with it. This is just to ensure balding and get everything even, take all that hair off. So you pretty much do this all around and keep checking your balance in the mirror, or you could look in front, check his balance, etc. So here I'm checking the balance from the front. So once this is completed, I'm going to go to my wall 5-star shaver, and I'm going to begin shaving. Notice how lightly I'm using the shaver, flaring up, and we're shaving all around. Just make sure you don't go all the way up to your first guide. You want to stay away from that. Now I use my shaver facing down. You could use whatever way is most comfortable for you. My next step is going to be with my wall cordless Sterling 4. And I'm gonna start with this machine open, giving it about 1/4 of an inch. Another very important thing to keep in mind is you always want to keep either a comb or a brush in your hand when you're fading. So I pretty much do the same thing all around, but notice in the back how my guide is a little bigger, so that's about 1/2 inch. And the reason for that is because that's usually where people have the most hair. So once I have my first step done, I begin to use my clipper closed and start erasing that first guide, which is going to be the bottom guide. So every time that I flip my clipper or move it to the side, that means I'm just touching that lever, opening or closing it just the slightest bit to erase those lines. So if you take a look at my thumb here, that means I'm closing that lever. So every time I flip it to the side, I'm either closing it or opening it. Another important thing is never pass your guide. You always want to work below it. So if you take a look at my thumb here, that means I'm closing that lever. The next step is going to be the exact same thing, but just with a 1 guard on it. So I start with my 1 open and work below my first guideline. With it closed, open it just a tiny bit, then a little more. And I usually like giving myself room, but since we're doing this fade really tight and we want to keep as much weight as we can, I'm keeping all my guidelines smaller than I would normally. If you guys notice, I'm flaring out with my clipper. That's just going to ensure a better fade, and it's going to make it easier for me to blend all these lines together. So here it is open, set my guideline, then I go back to the bottom, I close it, open it just a little more, open it a little more, but never passing my guideline. next step is going to be with the 1.5 guard, and let's not confuse this with the one open. This is a 1.5 guard. Once again, we're repeating the same steps that we've been doing, but just with a different guard. So here you see the 1.5 open, which becomes a 2. Anytime you open your clipper, it gives it about a half. So this is the 1.5 guard, and if I open it, it becomes a 2 guard. My next step is going to be with this BGR wireless machine by Andis. And I use this machine with my Johnny B comb. If you're new to clipper over comb, always start with the 1 guard on your machine. Notice how I have my comb at an angle, and I always go up in a forward motion and sideways to remove bulk. To blend in this weight on the top, I use my Mizutani thinning shears, and I just scissor over comb until the weight blends in perfectly. You never want to overdo any type of texturizing or thinning. Okay, so now for my last step is gonna be my half. Now I like skipping to the half because I really like detailing this fade, especially when it's gonna be a tight fade like this, so I always leave that for last. And with this half, guys, honestly you can take that line off by just hitting it just with the corners. You don't have to do a set guide like we did for the other clips unless you want to, but I like just working it with corner. You'll notice me going back to my guards, and this is just detailing my fade. For example, once you're done, if I see something, I want to go back and I want to hit that little bit of weight, or if I see a little line, I want to erase that as well. So this is why I always go back. This is my way of checking my work, and whatever I gotta touch up, do not forget to blend your sideburns into the beard. I can't tell you how many times I see a beautiful fade, but then you see this hard line on the beard. You're repeating the same exact steps you did with the fade, just going the opposite direction or going down. So once again, I start with my machine being open, and that's my first guide, and begin erasing lines from top to bottom. So close, open it a little bit, go a little lower, open it a little more, but not passing my guide. So Alex has about a 1 on his beard, so I only have to go up to my half because that's going to blend into that. The last step is just to clean up the neck. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.